Hello there, this is the Anfield Apple Lunchtime update video, 25th of June 1988, why we failed, from Shoot to Brian Robson exclusive in there. Lambasts that England side as second rate after they departed the Euros due to Marco van Basten absolutely destroying them. That's in here as well. Marco van Basten. Must be a headline written by Gareth Roberts. No getting away from that. And as you go through as well, Tony Adams, I won't be budged. My ambition is to be England's centre-half for the next 10 years.
You nailed it. Says
Tony, broadly speaking, nailed it. Couple of little in and outs. And then John Aldridge, the floodgates will open, says John, presumably not referring to actual floodgates. Hopefully so. It says here, defiant John Aldridge, the golden shoe winner who can't score goals at international levels, has hit back at his critics by claiming, I played my best football with the Republic of Ireland.
He didn't get loads for Ireland, did he?
No.
I was looking at, because obviously Robbie Keane retired the other day, and they showed like the top goal scorers for the Republic of Ireland, and Keane is absolutely miles ahead. Yeah. Like, he got like something like 60 goals for Ireland, something daft like that, and the next one was like 20. Cascarino. You know, and you're like, it's just mad. He's absolutely nailed it. Yeah, absolutely nailed it. So good on him.
Controversial midfielder Bernd Schuster has finally completed his move from Barcelona to Spanish champions Real Madrid, just as worldwide predicted. He stands to make 1.5 million plus bonuses.
Good on him.
Good on him indeed. And he also was being sued for failing to declare earnings at Barcelona. Again, not much changes in football. Tigana boost for Clive. Clive Allen's new club Bordeaux has received a boost by the announcement that Jean Tigana, the superb 33-year-old midfielder, has agreed a new contract. I mean, I don't know about you, John, but I think Shoot in 1988 is doing a lot of solid news here.
I didn't realise they were breaking stuff.
Yeah, they're breaking stuff. Just letting you know what's going to happen as and when. There's a shake-up at the Dons. Look at Willie Miller there. That is indeed Willie Miller.
Alex Smith did not make Aberdeen the team of the 90s.
No, he didn't. Alex Smith, I vowed I will make Aberdeen the team of the 90s.
That never happened.
Never happened, Alex. Unlucky.
No spoilers, but...
No, that did not happen. What else have we got? Something on Michael O'Neill.
That's wrong as well.
Yeah, he said it, yeah.
Paul Gascoigne says Michael O'Neill can go right to the top.
That didn't happen.
No.
What else have we got? St. Vinnie Jones, I'm clearing up my act. Vowles Jones, yeah, alright. And then, yeah, I mean, this is now Irwin at large. It all goes right the way through there. Some stuff about Avi Cohen might be going to Ibrox. I don't remember if that happened or not. And Mick Hazard, I remember Mick Hazard used to score goals from midfield for Chelsea. That Shoot, 1988, it was 42p, and I'd say it was worth every penny.
We should try and buy something from that.
Like something from one of the mad ads.
Yeah.
Oh, we could well do that, couldn't we?
See what happens.
Yeah, see what happens.
Last time do you think you had the check?
Let's see what we've got. Oh, yeah, like something from that.
Yeah.
Like one of them.
Well, Umbro's still going.
Yeah, you never know. Some pressure on.
You should fill that in and send it to Umbro. I bet the heads will fall off.
Yeah.
This thing.
It doesn't actually say on there there's a time limit.
No.
It doesn't, so we could say, listen, we still want to buy this stuff for £3.99 and all that and see what happens.
Mini ball?
Not actual ball. 42p. I'll tell you what, £5 a month now feels overpriced. But you know, it's one of them. Inflation and all that. How are you? This is the lunchtime video on a Friday. It's an international weekend, so there's not a ton of Liverpool stuff that's knocking around. John's got some written down there. I'm a bit D-Mob happy. I go on holiday tomorrow for the longest period of time I've been on holiday since we started this mad jamboree of making more content than the BBC.
I'm furious with it.
10 days.
I feel like you've snuck that one.
Yeah.
I feel like you
I think the extra days.
There was talk of a week. I'm sure there was talk of a week. And then it's the extra 2 days. It's a cheeky fortnight, yeah, I'd argue. So yeah, furious about that. But you know, we'll let it go.
Yeah, I've rolled it in, but Brockles booked it. There's no getting away from it now.
Feels like we need a head of HR. It's become apparent. Atkinson's swinging the lead.
What have you got for me?
Liverpool are playing today.
Oh, of course they're playing Huddersfield.
Huddersfield, yeah. He's playing his mates. Huddersfield. We're speaking to a Huddersfield fan today for Coach Home while we're pre-recording Coach Home. It doesn't go out till later next week, but it's quite funny that we're playing Huddersfield almost as we speak. I don't know if this is a missed game for me. Does this mean if I don't somehow go to this behind closed doors game that I haven't done every game this season?
No, because it's a friendly, isn't it?
Somewhere
It's not competitive, although I'm sure it will be competitively battled.
Danny Ings is playing.
He's playing.
Competitive.
He is competitive. I think it's dead funny. I get the impression we're going to play Huddersfield a lot. It almost feels as though like Klopp sent his mate to Huddersfield to say, can you do me a favour, take your goalkeeper on loan.
Yeah, he's doing well. Did you see the save he made in the weekend? Absolute belter. He's doing well at the top of the league, Huddersfield as well. Absolutely flying. So, if he goes on with Klopp, we'll just get his mate in.
Yeah, his mate sounds like he could be the business. More on the coach show.
Yeah, more on that. The other thing, there's a bit more on this China buys Liverpool saga. Apparently they now value the club at £1 billion. I feel like they need to play a little bit cooler, the Chinese. FSG has just sat there watching the valuation of their club go up and up and up, and they're just not doing anything. $1 billion they've gone to already.
They want to just keep it. Like, didn't go to 850 million, 900 million, just a straight billion. Can't be bothered.
So, okay. I mean, maybe they've got more money they know what to do with. They'll just sound $1 billion.
Brewster's billions.
£1 billion. £1 billion for Liverpool Football Club. Yeah.
That's built up into a bastion of invincibility. What else have we got?
Karius is on the wires out of his hand.
Great news.
So he's doing some training. He says he's not going to rush you. I'd like to point out to Karius that he's in my fancy team, so I'd like him to get a bit of a move on. But for the wider good, he's probably correct. So he doesn't know when he's going to be back in full training. He's doing a bit of saving with one hand at the moment. They're just peppering his left hand.
Really? Yeah. Just blabbing it at his left, and some idiot slices one and it goes the other way and they slaughter him. Yeah. Karius can't help but dive.
Fuck's sake, reset.
Leaping across goal. Come on, we've told you.
Yeah. So
you're not meant to dive, you're not meant to kick it that way.
So that's going on. Huddersfield have been told they don't know how to shoot at his right hand.
Glorious. Whoever's playing up front for Huddersfield keeps going the other way to make sure he gets them in the back of the net.
He's absolutely chucking. Yeah. So that's going on right now. And Wijnaldum scored last night for Holland. They got beat. Got beat by Greece. Apparently the manager's under a little bit of pressure. Danny Blind.
Daly's our fella.
Danny apparently under a bit of pressure. They got beat, but Wijnaldum scored. And I want to have a bit of a chat about Wijnaldum, if you don't mind, because you boys were quite critical of him on the pink at Spurs, whereas I thought he did a bit better. I thought the midfield generally functioned a little bit better, and I thought he more like it. I don't think I think he's another one who feels he needs a bit of Emery Chan. I think because it's him and Lallana. I don't think having him and Lallana in the same midfield is ideal, because I think they both ideally would like to be a bit further forward, and so I think if you had, you'd be able to play a bit freer, but we'll see.
No, well, I think, as I said on the Monday show, I always feel a bit sorry for the lad who ends up, if you play a three-man midfield, the fella who's the deepest has got a really clearly defined job. Yeah. The fella who's the most advanced has got a really clearly defined job. And often, and this is through 10 years of watching a three-man midfield like this, the fella who's in the middle, often people are saying, just don't know what he does. Yeah. But he must be doing something, and it's always a fella who's in the middle, if you know what I mean. It's always that fella who ends up, because it's almost like my issue with 4-1-4-1, for instance, is that the second four in a 4-1-4-1, it's like you always feel as though they're not doing enough to support the striker and they're not doing enough to support the lad who's holding, and that's where you end up with Wijnaldum. You play 4-2-3-1, and we can see what those two are doing, if you know what I mean. They're helping each other out, they're working with each other. When you play sort of a 1 and a 2, there's always one of that two in front who does have to do a bit more coming back, and so it can end up sort of, and I think it has so far been Wijnaldum. But someone actually, we asked for we did a feedback thing on the Facebook and on the Twitter. Did you see it?
I saw bits of it.
Yeah, we had a little look, and someone actually said, he felt that sometimes there's people in the room and they agree a bit too much, and sometimes there's people in the room, and it'd be great if you could get like an oppositional voice or something. And sometimes I try to play devil's advocate, sometimes I'll just put my own opinion over. But he said, he mentioned that, and what I say to that is that it's good to get the feedback, and we do sort of half try to do that. But the issue that you've got is, we often, like for instance, I'm booking shows at the minute for the 16th of September. You book these shows 2-3 weeks in advance. You don't know what it's going to be, and you just sort of, it could be that you end up with 3 fellas in a room who all agree with each other, or two, you know what I mean? It's quite...
Yeah, and I don't think people want us to have false opinions and just sort of say, you think someone's great when you don't, because you'll get caught out doing that.
Exactly.
People remember things, and so if you
look soft eventually.
Yeah, you look softer. So, but we are trying our best, and thanks to people who are nice.
Yeah, we love the feedback. Keep it coming. It's, like I say, it's on the Facebook, and he's asked for it on Twitter as well. So if you're watching this on Facebook, you should be able to find it. That's sitting in there, and you should also be able to see our fantastic video, which is us talking for 1 minute and 30 seconds about what we do. Please share that with as many people as you can. Because
it was expensive to do. We rented a fighter jet out to do that swoop in at the start.
Yeah.
So he wasn't cheap.
He wasn't. He wasn't. Quite
strapped Sean to the front with the camera.
Yeah, hang it on. hang it on for dear life. I was thinking you can't tell total people about this when it comes to the apprenticeship. Yeah. Hey, got all lads who are just doing jobs in accountancy firms. Sean strapped to the top of a kite, hanging on, dropped down, hang gliding. Does it come? Sam looks at it and says, "Sean, you didn't get the angle. You're gonna have to do it again, son." It was a hell of an afternoon for everyone concerned. So no, watch that video. It's knocking around out there, and do pass it along to as many people as possible. This is the Anfield Wrap. Listen, have a lovely weekend. AFQ later on today. City talk to go out. It's brilliant. We've almost forgotten it because we recorded it about a year ago.
Oh yeah, it is good.
Yeah, it's Cy Hughes and Alison McGovern and John and me talking about Simon's book, and it's just, broadly speaking, just an hour on that. Though there should be a clip for City Talk as well in there, so that of the pro view for the people who don't subscribe. If you don't have a little listen to that clip, this week it was Neil Mellor talking to Jay Spearing with Gareth and Simon. Really, really good as well. So that should all be there for you. Anyway, lovely weekend. See you in a bit.